What's going on, YouTube? It's James with CBR Fantasy Battle Reports. I got another battle report for you today. It's CornerHammer GT 2018, round number 1. Now, guys, I already did a video last week. I was going to do more videos last week, actually, but what ended up happening was I got just a severe case of allergies, which I've never really had allergies in my life, but it really fucked my voice up. And I actually made a video. I actually recorded this video, but when I was editing it, I was like, man, I sound horrible. I sound like I'm dying. I'm like, you guys don't want to hear that shit. You guys want to hear good old powerful, you know, like energy in a video. Anyways, so how you guys been? How you doing? Not that you're really gonna respond, but anyways, you could respond in the comment section down below. I know I haven't been doing battle reports as much lately, but anyways, I'm gonna give you some battle reports. That's what I do. That's me. I'm CBR. I'm gonna give you some battle reports. Anyways, I get into CornerHammer, and again, if you guys watched my first video, I'll explain it to you guys really quick. If you haven't, I mean, I'll explain this to you really quick. I really didn't even know what I brought on my list. I brought a list. There's a CBR ambulance right away. First, like, minute, there's a CBR ambulance. Hurry up and go by. Okay, so I really don't know what I brought on my list. I kind of just came with whatever, something that I'm familiar with from the last edition, because this edition is still kind of foreign to me. I'm still learning the basics. I'm still learning the rules. I'm still learning the changes. There's a lot going on, so I just figured, you know what, I'll bring what I know, and I'll just have fun. And honestly, I came to this event telling myself over and over and over again, I'm not coming to win. I'm coming to have fun. That's all. I'm coming to say hi to my friends. I'm coming to go ahead and play, have a good time. So I come to this event, and the day before I came out for a practice game, and then I realized I didn't even bring half my shit that I was supposed to bring, so I had to go back home, get it, whatever, right? Anyways, so first game I got a grudge match against Mike Lies. Mike Lies is from Dark Wizard Gaming. I'm actually going to put his link in my description box down below if I remember. Mike, don't take offense if I forget, because I forget a lot of things. Anyways, so Mike Lies, I played Karen last event, which was Hogfest, and then this is my next event, which is CornerHammer, and I'm playing Mike. And this is also kind of a how do I put this? I fought him last year at Adepticon, and since CornerHammer is the replacement for Adepticon, it's like an annual thing now. The game against Mike in April. Anyways, so let's go over my list and see what I have. Let's go over his list and see what he has, and let's do this. Over here, you can see I have a bunch of shit everywhere. And you know what? I have close-ups. Yeah, fuck it, I'll use the close-ups. I have the close-ups here. Alright, so we got Baxter the Pyromaniac. He's a level 4 Pyromancer with the magical heirloom. He has the 24 Orcs and Goblins, the Bushwhackers with him. He has the BSB Bazooka in the unit. Bazooka has the Banner of Discipline as well as Mazazappa Bow. Alright, for some reason I took Full Command. For some reason I took the Banner of Speed that I forgot I even had. I didn't use it the whole tournament, which would have allowed me to march 10 instead of 8. In the whole tournament I just used 8, which really doesn't bite me in the ass anyways. But I think the reason I did that was because it got me to exactly minimum core. I got 30 Feral Orc Ed Bashers, and again, I don't know why I just didn't beef up their number to 35. But because I forgot. I didn't even realize that they could go to 35. I thought 30 was the number they could go into. That's why I have 30. So I have 30 Feral Orc Ed Bashers, extra hand weapons. They have Full Command and the Banner of the Green Tide. Over here I got my Iron Boys. The Iron Boys are my Black Orcs. There's 20 of them. The General in the front with the giant hammer has Shady Shanking, Paired Weapons, Talisman of whatever, the 5 board. And I think I took like a Fire Ward. Alright. Over here I got my 5 Feral Orc Boar Riders, or Dino Boars. And basically they are just there for scoring, but I got them as mounted Ed Bashers for this. And then, and I also, going back to the Iron Orcs. Iron Orcs, I had Mechanox Totem. Totally forgot I had that. Anyways, I got a Spider. I got the A-Rock, the Mother of Dragon. I don't know why I just called her the Spider, because she is much more than just a spider. She is the breaker of tournaments. Anyways, over here I got my Chicken Rock, Space Rock, Coast to Coast. Space Rock is a other Gargantula spider. I brought up both my beauties for this, and you know what it is even though the points are so much more for the spiders, I'm just so comfortable. I know how to use them. I know how to utilize them. I know how they could just get around, and I'm just comfortable using them. Anyways, over here I got the K-Pack. The K-Pack, I actually contemplated taking this K-Pack out of the list. After this tournament, you'll see some fun stuff with the K-Pack. But what ended up happening was I was in a conversation with several members of the Team Mexico, and we were just talking about how much damage the K-Pack has caused throughout the year. And I'm like, why would I take them out? That's so dumb. Anyways, over here, let's go over what Mike has. Now, Mike has a level 4 Necromancer of Alchemy and another one of Occultism. I don't know if they're both level 4s, but I know that he has spells from both. And then he has a BSB, and that's a cool looking BSB, actually. He has a unit of skeletons there. I think like 50 skeletons, halberds. Over here he has zombies. And I don't even know who that one guy is standing out there with the little pole. He has a black coach, and yes, that is actually a black coach. That is cool. And then he has another unit of skeletons, like 50 skeletons. No. He has one unit of skeletons, one unit of zombies, and then one unit of Grave Guard. Here we go. And the Grave Guard, it looks like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 16. So probably like 25-ish, 28-ish. Grave Guard. In the middle is that, I think it's the Court, and the Court is a lowering initiative, Court, blah blah blah, whatever, all that jazz, right? Over here you got some bats, and for magic I got Fireball, Flaming Swords, Pyroclastic Flow, and Scorching Salvo. I don't have his magic cards, but he does have Occultism, he does have Alchemy, and let's get the show on the road. We're going to go ahead and play Battle Line. I want to say it's Battle Line. Yeah, it's Battle Line. And as you can see, excuse me, the scenario is Breakthrough. So I'm going to go ahead and go over this right here. So he deployed heavy on the left side. I think he dropped everything to take first turn, or I dropped everything and made him take first turn. I forgot how it goes, but I'm just going to assume it's his turn first. Anyways, so let's go into this. Vampire accounts turn 1. Vampire accounts turn 1. First off, I go ahead and I'm trying to remember what happened here. This has been 2 weeks, and I was sick. So, he's going to go ahead and just move up. He's not really too scared of me. He has his chaff ready to get in my way. Over here, he has the black coach coming over. And what I ended up doing was, I ended up putting my boar boys on the far right corner, as you can see, just to run over to the other side to take the breakthrough objective. But since that happens, the black coach comes around, and so I have my little gimmick here. I'm going to go ahead and try to bait him out with the woofs, and if he gets close enough, I'm going to ram him with the K-Pack. Over here, as you can see, he just moved up. Magic, he ended up getting a 6, which is 5 dice, 7 tokens, and he just keeps raising more skeletons and zombies, and that's all that really happens. I go ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to just do my turn while he's just putting bodies on there. So going to go into turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 1, Orcs and Goblins, and check out that mug. Guess who designed it? Moi. Anyways, as you can see, I go ahead and I move up the savages, I move up the black orcs. I don't move the A-Rod because I want to draw, I want to bait him to think that it's farther than what it is. And then the chicken rock actually goes towards the flanks. He's out of line of sight of most people, and anybody who wants to charge him on the flank, I don't give a flying fuck, you can charge him. But I'm just going for flanks. I'm trying to go bunker hunting or get a good flank. Magic, I rolled an 8. So I go ahead and I do a fireball. I think he stopped it because I try to hit his black coach. Then I go ahead and I do a pyro flow, or I try to kill his chaff. I think that's what it was. I go ahead and I do a pyro flow, 2d6 hits onto his black coach. I end up doing a wound, but I think he just heals it anyways in the next round. Over here shooting, I'm going to go ahead and shoot the A-Rock into his bats, do a wound onto the bats. That's all that really happened. I don't have massive bow fire anymore. I don't have good damage with the magic. So let's go into turn 2. Vampires turn 2. As you can see, he starts playing a little bit more. He starts to shift his lines because he realizes I'm coming in the flank. If that building was not in the way, the K-Pack has a beautiful flank. Oh my god. Anyways, so he goes ahead and he uses the chaff to block my savages. But you know what? I'm not ready to attack yet. I know how this goes. Now, for the record, I didn't know I get +1 weapon skill for having paired weapons. Well, I found that out later. But Anyways, that's all he did for movement. Magic, he rolled a 1. He has 4 dice, 3 tokens, and nothing really happens. I think he might have grew some more bodies. It's gonna. Oh, he healed his wound. Anyways, it's gonna go and start off Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. It's time for the Wog. Now I actually wogged just so I could get like an extra inch in movement. I really didn't need to wog. Oh, I wanted the spider, the A-Rock, to charge into that unit of skeletons in the back. This is exactly what my plan was, to bait him closer and then charge up. And what ended up happening was that Lamia on the left corner is actually his general. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going in. I'm going right for her ass, and I'm going to assassinate her. Assassinate. Just chop, chop. Alright? I'm not going to fuck with the Blackguard, or the, whatever they're called, the Barrel Guard, because the Barrel Guard are going to fuck me up. I don't even clear out the bats, because if I fail to charge, I'm fucked. Anyways, oh, this is a picture of what he got up on last turn. He got Spectral Blades on this unit. This is why I did not charge those guys over on the left with the Space Rock. Anyways, so she gets in. Boom! Like so. And that's how the table looks. As you can see, I go ahead and I move the Space Rock to the flank of those skeletons, which really causes him to just be like he doesn't want to go in. He can't really go in on her, and at the same time, it's causing this chaos of spreading them out. Now where does his Barrel Guard go? Now in all fairness, I'm okay with the A-Rock dying, but the A-Rock needs to kill the wizard. If the A-Rock kills the wizard, it's a big game changer for against a vampire army. Alright, so magic, I don't even know what I got, but I go ahead and I do a Scorching Salvo and I start trying to kill his bats. As you can see, there's a couple bats, one behind the building, one on the side of the A-Rock. I kill some. I go ahead and I do a Pyro Flow to kill off the bats. I end up doing just that. Gone. Alright. Over here, I go ahead and I roll. Let me give you another picture of this picture here. I go ahead and I go with the A-Rock, or his Lamia goes first, doesn't do any wounds. I go with the A-Rock, and I'm like, all I need is to kill this bitch. So I do all 8 attacks on her, all 8 attacks. I get off like 4 or 5 wounds. Actually, I get off 3 wounds. Alright? And then I do the Venomous Jaw, so the 4th wound was the Venomous Jaw. Venomous Jaw poisons, alright? The 3 wounds, he rolls to armor save, fails a couple. He goes to ward save, he ward saves them. The Venomous Jaw, he fails the armor, he fails the ward. I could kill it right now. If I just roll a good number, if I roll like a 3, 4, 5, or 6, I win, right? I kill this bitch. I roll it, I roll a 1. It does 2 wounds. And, yeah, let's start turn 3. I think I lost combat. I charged in and I didn't do shit. I did 1 wound, and he has like ranks and banners and all that shit. Anyways, so yeah, turn 3. He's gonna go ahead and charge into the flank of the spider. She tried to do her job, but she failed, and he gets into the flank like so. Now I'm thinking this is great because after I kill those bats, I'm gonna be able to get this guy a flank or a front charge or whatever. Anyways, Mike's a smarter player than I think that I take credit for. Magic, he gets 7 dice. What does he do here? He turned these guys sideways to face my Space Rock, so that way I couldn't get the flank. And then he ends up putting Word of Iron on this unit here. He ends up giving him a better armor save. Gives his general like a 2-up armor save. Goes ahead and makes me flammable, which apparently those bastards have a flaming banner. Didn't know this. That's my own fault because I haven't really checked any of the lists. I was on the list review and I didn't even look at one list. Anyways. So close combat, all these damn fucking Graveguard go with their flaming swords, and they end up racking up 6 wounds, and then I end up living. Holy shit. I go ahead and I try to kill his, I don't kill his general because I figured he has a 2-up armor, so I end up killing off his Graveguard, and I'm like, you know what, as long as I have to fight less Graveguard, that's fine. So I end up killing off 4 Graveguard, and nothing else really happens. Oh, no, I take that back. I killed 10 Graveguard, holy shit. But since he won combat, he's going to reform, and he reforms like so, where he's facing this way, sideways. So I only have front charges, and the 1 flank charge I have, I can't because it's illegal now because the A-Rock's in the way. Son of a bitch. So it's going to go into my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I'm going to go ahead and do a charge past the building into the flank of his skeletons with the K-Pack, and I get in. Boom! Like so. Now, my whole goal for this is, even though I'm going to lose combat, or I'm not going to lose combat. I'm going to win combat, but I'm not going to do a dent to these skeletons, really. I'm just holding them up so they don't charge into my savages this turn. So that's what I'm doing. His bat failed the march check, so the bat kind of stayed right where it was. And yeah, as you can see, I go ahead and I just walk the space rock around the guys who turn to face me. Basically, he's going to have the choice of, after he kills the A rock, to try to go for the space rock. But if he goes for the space rock and doesn't kill the space rock, my black orcs and my savages are charging into that guy next. Into that block next. So, that's how it looks. Magic, I got a 7. And I got the psychedelic picture. But what really ended up happening was I did a fireball to kill off this bat. And then, that's all that really happened in Magic. Over here, close combat. Impact hits. Boom! Holy shit! Holy shit! I rolled a 15 on the dice. That means I get 18 impact hits. I'm hoping to kill about 15 to 17 of them. But no, I only kill 10. Alright. Alright. Over here, he ends up killing off my spider. I end up killing off a shit ton of his skeletons. It crumbles a bit. But he's steadfast and he's not going anywhere, or he's just whatever. It's not going to matter. So he reforms into ranks to face me. I reform sideways so he can't charge his other thing into me. I'm just trying to hold him for an extra turn, trying to just Hail Marys here. Again, I told you, I'm just here for fun. Yeah, that's how it looks. For his turn, I think this is his turn. Did he not charge into the spider? I don't think he charged into the spider. No, he didn't. So we're going to go straight into magic. Vampire counts turn 4. He rolls an 8 on the magic dice. He goes ahead and throws up a unit of zombies to chaff up my savages. And he kills off my chariots. Turn 4, Orcs and Goblins. I charge it to his zombies. And I decide to move the space rock in front of his grave guard. Just a tip. So I want... Oh, no. I take it back. I charge a downhill charge into the flank of his Lamia. I'm going for it again. I'm going to kill that bitch, and it's gonna do two things. Number one, he's gonna be a giant piece of chaff because he's not gonna kill me on one turn with the Lamia versus the space rock. Two is I'm gonna charge, get the flank, big flank, and if I kill her, great. If I don't kill her, I'm gonna hold him up for a turn while I kill the zombies. All right, so I get in, boom. All right. Over here, we've been playing this game of dancing ever since the K-Pack was there, but the K-Pack left. So, what I ended up doing was I ended up moving the Boar Boys. Now, this is bottom of 4. Or top of 4. I forgot which one it is. Bottom of 4. Okay. So, I moved the Boar Boys to the corner. I moved the Wolf Riders right there. So, on top of 5, he's going to charge, and it's going to redirect them towards his hand. Right? So... Bottom of 5, I just move more on the corner. Top of 6, he has a 1 chance charge, and it's like 11 inches away, or like 11 on the dice roll away. So he basically has a 1 chance of getting me, and if he does, he does. If he doesn't, I got the objective, no problem. That's what I figured. As long as that black coach doesn't cause terror, which it doesn't. Over here, everything looks the way it does. Over here, I got it. In Magic, I rolled a 4. Go ahead and I do rerolls to hit against this unit. Rerolls to hit. Now, let's go into close combat. He does a wound onto the spider. Spider goes in, does about 4 or 5 wounds. He armor and ward saves 4 or 5 wounds, and I only get 1 wound off. Alright. And, yeah. He doesn't even turn to face me. He figures he's just going to stand there and let the Graveguard do the job. Alright, turn 5. Vampire Coven. Vampire Coven turn 5. He goes in and charges into the space rock. He starts to move the skeletons up like so. And Magic, he rolls a 6. Over here, he killed off the dogs. Over here, he ended up making my spider flammable and fucking me up. He ended up giving himself an armor save again and probably raising more zombies. And then he overruns towards me, hoping to hit my savages. He doesn't. Or not my savages, my black orcs. He doesn't. And then basically is how it's going to look. I think it might be my turn right now. I'm trying to look ahead. Yeah, it's my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. I don't charge into his Black Knight or Barrel Guard. The reasoning for that is if I lose combat and I run, I'm letting him run towards my objective, which I don't want him to do. So what I end up doing instead is I figure I'm gonna just position my Forest Goblins to get pot shots and weaken up how many Barrel Guard he has. As of right now, he cannot march into my end zone on turn 6. The only thing he can do, oh, he has Witchcraft. The only thing he can do is a Raven's Wing, which I know. Over here, I moved my Boar Boys in the corner, like I said. Now he has one chance of getting them. And then over here, I'm going to go ahead and start Magic. I go ahead and I do a Fireball into his Graveguard. I end up killing off 2 of those. And then I go ahead and give them rerolls to hit against them. So if he charges in, I'm going to be able to just tear up quite a few of them. Shooting, I'm going to go into shooting to them. And holy flying fuck. I did 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds on just shots. On pot shots with bows. Holy shit. And yeah, that was kind of cool. That was just interesting. Let's see. So that's basically all that really happened on my turn. I was hoping that that killing off that many Graveguard on shooting phase, it would actually deter him from charging in. But nope, it's going to start with Vampire Count's turn 6. And he says it right out loud, just how I said it in the beginning of the game, which was, well, fuck it, this is for fun. Let's see what happens. So he charges his Graveguard into my Black Orcs. He turns and walks his skeletons around me, which I was hoping to block, but I didn't really angle it correctly or get. I could have, since the last turn, just made myself wider. I could have went, expanded my frontage, and he couldn't walk past me. But again, I wasn't really thinking. This is like the first real game I played since October, not including those 3 tournament games that I really didn't give a shit about. So, and there goes another Shy Ambulance. So he charges in like so. These guys, or Magic, I forgot what he rolled on a Magic phase. But what he ends up doing is he gets 5 dice, and he rolls all 5 dice. And I'm saving all my dice. I'm letting him build more bodies. I'm letting him do whatever he wants in alchemy. But I'm saving all 5 dice for his Raven's Wing, which he has. He goes ahead and he throws his 5 dice, and he rolls a 6, 6, 6, and like a 5 and a 2. And I cannot stop it. I try, and I fail horribly. And so he goes ahead and he Raven's Wing his unit into my end zone. And now we both are tied on objective. But since he rolled a 666 on his roll, he ends up blowing up his wizard, which is his general, his actual main general. She dies, and it's basically a 700-point trade-off. Holy shit. But at the same time, I thought about this earlier. He was like, shit, if he didn't 5 dice it, he wouldn't have died like that. But at the same token, it would have been the same anyways. If he had his general for 700 points and he didn't get the Raven's Wing off, we would have probably ended with the same score anyways. So, just because it was a trade-off, it really kind of ended it the same way. Over here, close combat, he doesn't really kill that many Black Orcs. I don't really kill that many. I do kill a decent amount of Graveguard, but it doesn't really matter. Nothing really happens. And then, as you can see, my Savages actually broke from combat, or did I tear them apart? I think I died. What the fuck happened to my Savages? I think I broke from combat. Yeah, I broke from combat. I don't know how that happened. I mean, they're Savages. I don't know. Anyways, or I just didn't kill any and I just pulled them off before the end of the game. I don't remember. Savages, Savages, Savages. I wouldn't have lost to Skeletons. I think I just pulled them off before the end of the picture. Anyways, yeah, because it looks like I killed like a good chunk of like 20 or so Skeletons back there. But it didn't matter by the end of the game. We were just kind of done. So anyways, the score was with scenario, because we both tied for scenario. It is a 13-7 to the Vampires. He did kill both my Spiders. He did kill my K-Pack. And basically that's what happened. As for my list, I think it did okay. I mean, people thought it was a solid list, but at the same token, I kind of was just like, I wasn't feeling it. I'm missing Koopa, and I didn't realize how much I was missing Koopa until Game 5, basically. You'll see in Game 5, I was just like, ugh, what was I doing? What was I thinking? But, anyways, yeah, that's how it looks. So, Game 2, I'm going to go ahead and play this guy, James Plante, over here, and he actually has a Vermin Swarm army, and that's going to be a fun game. That's going to be a good game. I got knocked down a couple tables, Mike gets knocked up a couple tables, and I'm sitting next to this guy right here, Gene, and Pretty Boy, and actually Todd Watson in the background too, and Bill Robertson, Neil Hamilton, and Skaven and AZ. Damn, there's a lot of people in this photo. Anyways, guys, alright guys, hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. If you do enjoy, hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. If you don't enjoy, don't say shit. Just enjoy your day without me in your life, okay? If you guys would like to show support, help me get to Croatia, you guys can go to my Patreon. I'm going to leave a Patreon link down below. Anything helps. If you guys want to donate $1, $5, $10, whatever it may be, that all of it starts to add up and it helps me get to Croatia. Besides that, if you donate $10 more, you'll get a set of my Koopa dice, and then any magic cards that I may be making in the near future. Yeah, I'll be getting you guys the next battle report up as soon as I possibly can. I'm trying to get back into it. I played a few new lists. I tried to put Koopa in my list. I've been playing Universal Battle games with the Juice Crew. I played a couple games with Koopa. Koopa's died. And then I played a game without Koopa, and Koopa's replacement did okay. But I'm letting one of the guys talk me into building a giant block of Forest Goblins and with the Green Tide banners and see how that goes. But anyways, yep, that's all I got for now. Until next time, see ya. Peace.